Hello, Bola, Nwaya, and welcome. This is Maple coming to you live from the comfort of my home. I'm here in my living room, and I'm happy that you are here. If you are here, I know that it is there is a reason for you being here, and so I welcome you here. But before today is Saturday, Growth Saturday, whatever you call it, but I like to um, use this as a time to share about growth as well as still in the Thanksgiving weekend. And so things to be thankful for. So before I dive in to what I'll be talking about today, I wanted to ask, what's that? How was your day? How was your Saturday? Especially for those of us who are have enjoying this long weekend, 4 day weekend off, and some families are still spending time together. Yeah. So here's my question for you. Um, what's Be- uh, sorry, I'm going to reword this. How did your day go? Whether it was busy, whether it is blessed, or a mix of both. Do feel free to put down in the comments. Yeah, I'd like to hear from you. And as for me, so I'll start with me. As for me, my Saturdays are usually slow, but because this is a long weekend, so we had more time to relax. And yeah, like every Saturday we'd sleep in and have um, more like a brunch, breakfast, and watched football, college football, as my son-in-law played again this today. And so um, yeah, and then chores. Um, And also, I decorated now I have Christmas decorations up. So today was that I planned to put up my Christmas decorations. And yeah, that's basically it. No big plans, but I'm thankful that what I planned for today did work well. I was able to do the things that I wanted to do. And now I'm here. So do share in the comments, or um, maybe share with someone and tell them what you did today. Like I said, whether it was, you felt blessed, or there was a mixture of a lot of things. And so, yeah, so we'll dive right into our life for today. I'm thankful that you are here, and just I wanted to, come on this Thanksgiving weekend and share something God has been um, reminding me over and over, and that is about growth. Growth often looks slow, until you look back and realize how God has brought you. And that is one thing that I always am grateful for. Sometimes when we want things done now, when we want, we pray about things and we want it like now, but then we don't realize that where we're at right now is something that we prayed for maybe years ago, maybe months ago, weeks ago. And that is something to be thankful for, because that is like a growth, that is like a step forward in life. And yeah, like I said, you don't realize how God has brought you. And when we're in the middle of the process, it's easy to feel like nothing is happening, nothing is moving, nothing is showing up. Um, we feel like, we're moving inch by inch instead of a mile by mile. And but then God gives us a moment, a pause, and conversation, maybe a memory, or even a quiet family gathering, and suddenly it hits you. it hits you that the prayers that he answered quietly. And so it is, the strength that he built when we wanted to rush through the season. What's another thing? The doors he opened that we could never have opened ourselves, and also the peace that replaced old anxieties and all these things. We truly sometimes we miss out those moments to be grateful for and thankful for. And also another thing is the opportunities that come right on time, and that I always believe, because some I always I thank God for my journey in life, that there are times that our plans are not his plans, and his plans are way higher than ours. His ways are way better than ours. And his timing is always perfect. That's why I like to share here that the opportunity that comes right on time. And that is to me God's timing in my life. Sometimes there's delays, and then I realize, it is meant for a reason, that there is something perfect, something better that God is waiting, to show you, to reveal to you. And so that's growth. I believe that that is growth. It is not loud, it is not flashy, and just faithful, just faithful. And this Thanksgiving weekend, it reminded me of something that is powerful. Gratitude fuels growth, and that is the topic here tonight. It's not that obvious, and it's written at the bottom here, and it says gratitude fuels growth, and it really shifts your heart. It really it deepens your faith. It really clears your vision. There is clarity. It makes you aware of God's goodness, his protection, his leading, shaping your future one step at a time. So, if you feel like things are moving slow, don't be discouraged. I was there at one, I sometimes I felt that way, but I realized that when things are slow, it is meant to be. You look back at how far you've come, at what you survived, and at the blessings you're standing in today that used to be your prayers. And I want to say this again, because it really hits me that way, knowing that where I am today is something that I prayed about years ago, months ago. And that is, just look back and know how far you've come, and at the blessings you're standing on right now today that used to be your prayers. And that is, you are growing, you are growing, you are becoming. And God is not done with you. I always say that God is not done with me yet. There is so much to be done, there's so much to do. And I believe that an open door is an opportunity to share the things that will help someone. Like, as I share the things that I value, I hope it is adding value into your journey, and you are sharing it with someone that needs to hear this. So, because this Go Live is part of my business, if you're watching me for the first time, I'm a registered nurse still working full time, and this is my business. Part of it is this Go Live that I like to share about my journey, as well as how it is helping me grow. And what I'm thankful for in this business is that I also want to share that this digital business has helped me grow in ways I never expected. I'm grateful because God didn't just bless, our finances. He used this journey to stretch me, to sharpen me, and really strengthen me. Something that I have never realized, knowing that I had to step out of my comfort zone. I had to learn new skills. I had to show up here. Actually, I chose to show up here, not had to, because this is one platform that I found to be a way to encourage someone and share my values, as well as just sharing things that I hope is helping someone here. And so the discipline, showing up even on days I was tired or unsure, even on days that I don't know if someone's listening to me, but I showed up because I know that someone will eventually get to hear the things that I have to share. And consistency. That is another thing. Small daily actions that created big momentum. And if you had to ask me, like 2 years ago, because I just started this a year and a half, you know, um, ago, whether whether I could do this, I would have said no. I would have said no way. I wouldn't be doing this um, because I didn't have the skills for it. Not only that, I was not brave enough or courageous enough to show up in social media to share the things that I value, and especially in the business that is helping so many families, and being able to live a work life balance, and show up here to share with you, how it is working for me. And also, I have gained that leadership, stepping into who God called me to be, like guiding others with compassion and also with courage. So many of us that started this business knew nothing, didn't have a business background, did not have technical skills. I only knew basic um, um, computer skills. But I have learned all these things to be able to show up here and share the things that I value. And so, not only that, financial confidence, knowing we are building, as my husband and I are partnering in this business, we are building something secure, sustainable, and legacy focused for not just us, but for our children and grandchildren. And this business didn't just change what I do. I can say that it changed who I'm becoming. It didn't change what I do. I'm still working as a full-time nurse, which I love. I just shifted my from a night shift nurse, from a NICU nurse to a clinic nurse in cardiology, and that was the change I did. If you ask me, whether I still love what I do. Yes, I do. I just made changes because I'm building something on the side, and it changed who I'm becoming. And that's something worth thanking God for. Growth in every area, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and financially. And when God opens a door, He grows you through it. And I truly believe that when He opens a door, it is meant for you to go through it. It is meant for you to learn. It is meant for you to take that step forward because it is meant for you. So that is how I saw this opportunity in my business journey, that God had opened this opportunity and I took it with faith. I took a leap of faith and came out of my comfort zone and just learned and built with so much help with my mentor and coach, with a community of people that are just with a growth mindset, with so much generosity in sharing the things that they know that is helping them, that can always also help me. And it becomes a ripple effect. As I learn, I share it with those who are interested, with those who have started and are still having questions. And so, I have learned to grow in those areas, and I'm just happy to share with you all this. And so, here's my question for you: what is that one thing God has grown in you this year? I did ask about like how your day was, but here's the other question for you: what is that one thing God has grown in you this year? It's almost the end of the year. In 2 days' time, we will be in December. Even if the process feels slow, but I know that there is something that God has grown in you this year. So You can put it down for yourself or share it here. Yeah, and so you're just tell yourself you are. This is an encouragement for you. You are not behind. You are not stuck. You are being developed, strengthened, and prepared because what? Gratitude fuels growth. So when we are grateful for the small things, when we are grateful for the small steps, for the inch by inch steps, for the um, for the delays, when we are grateful for all those things, it really helps us see that how much where we have were to where we are right now. And that is why I like to say that gratitude fuels growth and faith sustains it and God completes it. Gratitude fuels growth, faith sustains it, and God completes it. Because whenever He starts something in you and me, He will not stop until He's finished it. And so maybe this is something that you have, you know, in whatever journey you're in, whether you're interested in doing a business like this, like myself, um, when you take that leap of faith, like I said, your your you just being grateful helps you grow, and just having that faith sustains you in that journey, and God truly completes it. So that brings me to the end of my my Go Live today. I hope that what I have shared here has encouraged you. Thank you for joining me here tonight. May your heart stay full. May your eyes stay lifted and your spirit stay expectant for what God is doing next. So, yeah, that is all from me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, day, whatever time zone you're watching me from. Do watch the replay. Share this with someone you know who needs to hear this. And yeah, and may you have a blessed rest of the day. Vinaka, Foyexia, and God bless.